despite what has been written, despite what has been said, despite what has been posted on social media, this young man can change the narrative of what has been a disappointing Memorial Cup for him if he can put his best foot forward and help lead this team to a Memorial Cup title later on today. You can erase everything that's been said and done before this in one fell swoop if you go out and bring it like you know you can, and the way we've seen him do it all season long, and he could do that later on today. All right, still to come, Ray Ferraro's ready to drop on in, and we'll get his thoughts on how he sees this one playing out next. For many of these young players, this is the biggest hockey game they'll ever play. Welcome to the Memorial Cup Final. Great energy both inside and outside the arena tonight as we are just moments away now from puck drop.
Such a huge game, maybe the biggest game for a lot of these players that they'll ever play in. But to win this tournament, what would it mean?
Well, you can feel the energy in the building. It's electric in here, James. And I mean, it's the same for the players. It's best on best. I think coming into this tournament, you want to have an individual performance so that you can elevate your draft stock. Right now, in a final game, you just want to win. That's all I think you're thinking about because it's best on best. And as you said, this could be the biggest game they ever play in.
Some solid defensive work in their own end with the poke check. Moves it to Mineo. Sends the pass over. And that's poked away by Edward. Let's see what the officials are calling. George is going off for slashing. Carlin Bade is standing by. What do you got for us, Carlin?
Thanks, James. The road to the Memorial Cup can be a hard one, and the rookie has been flat so far. Social media has noticed, but if there's a time to step up, the time is now, since it's the final of all times.
London's won the draw. Looking for space inside the D zone. And they'll get it out of the defensive end. The Thunderbirds gain possession. And now he tries to get it across to Gustafsson. Oh, he got a little sliver of it, and it stays out. O'Reilly's recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. The Thunderbirds win the draw. Just a simple save by Simpson. Here's a chance to get it out of their own end. And that's one way to help kill off this penalty as they get the puck out, Cheryl.
Well, when you're on the PK unit, you have to be able to anticipate. They do just that. They're able to retrieve the puck and fire it down the ice. Makes no mistake on the clear, James. Hard and heavy on the stick.
And they get some breathing room as the puck leaves the defensive end. And they continue to fight for that puck along the wall. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that? Martirena's at the face-off dot, ready to win this draw on the man advantage. McHugh's won the draw, and they'll look to set up. Off a stick. Plenty of playing time left in this frame. The game is still scoreless. Offense's own face-off, and he wins the draw. Pokes it away in his own end. The Thunderbirds have it now. And the play continues. Grabs the puck at center. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. London's gained possession along the boards. Moves it quickly over to Edward. Handles the puck. Solid check to slow him down. Dishes it to Edward. Smart defensive play there. Streaking into the attacking zone from the right. Handles the pass. Quick feed to Sim. Through the neutral zone up along the wing. To his teammate. Stones him on the play. Scoops up the puck now. And they'll battle for that loose puck along the boards.
Can't hang on to the puck after taking a knock. And he moves it up to Parmar. And that's picked up by Gazizov. Great reach with the poke check. Boucher's got the puck in his own zone. Can't get a hold of that pass. Here they come. Down the left side on the attack. Oh, denies them with the paddle save.
Goaltender spends so much time doing tracking exercises, and it's utilized right here as he knows where this puck is coming from, and he makes the save.
The Thunderbirds ready to go on the attack. Big time stop there. Now a quick pass to Edward. Poked away in the offensive zone by Matthews. Glove save, somehow got a piece of it. London's got possession of the puck. Great heads-up play with the stick by Matthews. Loose puck battle along the boards. The Thunderbirds have it now. Final minute approaching here in this opening frame. Stopped by the goaltender. And he slides it quickly to Steele. Here's a shot. Oh, glove save and a beauty.
Popovich has been lighting the lamp at this point streak, playing so confident. He knows where he is on the ice, and it just seems that every time it makes its way towards the net, the puck's going in.
Seattle's looked great thus far, leading here late in the first period. They fight for it along the boards. Intercepted in the offensive end by Parmar. Here's a shot. Dying seconds, and he makes the save. And with that, the first period is in the books. Both teams with a chance and a refresh will get a clean sheet of ice and come back with period number 2. Period number 2 set to go here. Officials moments away from dropping the puck. Here we go. Middle frame now underway as the puck drops. Play blown dead. Let's get the call.
Running interference is part of the game, but guess what? You got to be smart about it. You have to allow your opponent to move freely to find that puck. You can get in the way a little bit, but too much, you're going to get the interference call.
And he takes the dish. Delayed penalty coming up here by the official. Cuts to the front. London's man advantage unit will take to the ice for the first time tonight.
First opportunity on the power play in this game. And specialty teams are the difference so many times in a game. Huge for them to set the tone and really get the setup and the looks they're looking for.
And time expires on the power play. Both teams back to even.
Even when you're on a power play, you have more time and space, but you have to have urgency, and there is none on that PP sequence. This group has to figure out a way to generate.
Here in the late goings of the period, the Thunderbirds lead this 1-2-0. All right, we've played now 40 minutes in this one, and still a critical 20 minutes still needs to be played. Go stretch your legs, grab that final snack, because the third period is just around the corner. Welcome back, everybody. You know you weren't going to miss this third period. Sabalski, Pounder ready to bring you the action. Here's a short pass to Houff. Keeps a hold of the puck after that knock. Up along the wing. Takes a shot. Sacrifices the body to block it. Solid hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Chase from along the wall. Oh, what a save on the clapper. Knocked off the puck. And that's knocked away by Dickinson. Puck battle along the boards. The Knights have it against the wall. And a delayed penalty coming up as he got tripped up. Let's see what the official says here. Steele's called for tripping. He's off in the box. London's power play unit puts their hard hats on as they go back to work.
They haven't scored on the power play yet, but they have another opportunity. The key to this one, gain possession so they can set up.
Time's up for the power play. Both teams back to equal strength.
James, I remember protecting a lead at the Olympic Winter Games and having to find a way to get that puck out, and how critical it was to have good habits, be strong on the puck, and play physical. This group did a great job.
Looking to make something happen along the boards. Passes it over. Dishes it off. And that shot goes big touch. Scores! And that's 3 unanswered goals. And as my mom likes to say, they're cooking with gas.
They're cooking with gas. And you can expect that they have put their opponents on their heels. This is a team that knows that they have worn their opponent down. Now they got to keep the pedal to the metal.
The Thunderbirds are having themselves a night, and they probably don't want this one to end, Pounder.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If you're padding the stats and you're putting up these kind of numbers, I mean, from start to finish, they've imposed their will on their opponent.
Feeds the puck across to Matthews. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Centering feed! And that's deflected off someone in front. Well past the midway mark of this period, Seattle's been showing relentless pressure lately, now up by 3. O'Reilly's won the draw. Slides it across. Steps in front of it for the block. And he takes the feed. Oh, it's denied by Simpson.
Love the way the goaltender gets tight to the shooter here. The puck's in the low slot. You want to take away time, you want to take space. Goaltender does it, makes a save.
Officials are set. Players seem ready. We're ready to get this thing back underway. Fantastic save! Good fight for the puck along the boards. London's got the puck now. Picked up along the wall by Barkey. And now they look to make something happen from the neutral zone. Feeds it over! Gets a piece of it and will play on. Uses the boards with the bank pass. Takes a wrist shot. Ratzlaff's going to hang on for a whistle. Moves it to the middle. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Here in the late going to the frame, Seattle's got a 3-1 lead. Gustafson's won the draw and they're on the attack. Huge stop by Simpson. A big face-off here inside the offensive end. Seattle's won it, now they'll go on the attack. The Knights have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Moves the puck. Here's a chance.
Ratzlaff's been really...
Scores! All over the rebound, and he puts it in.
Well, you don't get many odd man rushes throughout a game, James. You have to capitalize on your opportunity. I thought they executed perfectly. They didn't overpass. The right player took the right shot. Well, that's a huge goal, and I think that's a smile on the coach's face there, James. Something to smile about finally as they claw themselves back to with one. They'll want to make sure that they have a high-energy shift here because they've got the momentum.
London's goal has suddenly tightened the gap here in period number 3.
Well, they're within one, James, and it's not enough right now, so they're going to have to continue to counter, transition quickly, but most importantly, retrieve the puck. That is critical to be able to possess it.
Here's a chance! Just wide!
James, you know in practice when you do target shooting, guess why? So you hit the net. I think he's got to get back to it and work on it.
Taken by Lawrence. Here's an odd man rush. Quick shot! Comes up with the stop. Desperate for a goal here. They've got the extra attacker out. Tries to get the puck all alone. Scores into the empty net.
This was right in my wheelhouse, James. These were the type of moments that I played in, and everyone can take a breath now that the insurance marker has hit the 4x6. You can see the emotion on everyone on the ice as that empty netter went in. That's an insurance marker, and that's going to be the game. After that last goal, the coach is showing his displeasure with his team. He's just not happy with the effort and the details at this moment.
Seattle's tenacity on full display after that empty netter.
Yeah, and they earned the empty net, right, James? They got themselves a lead. They were urgent all game, and they just capitalized at the right time.
That'll do it, and man, oh man, what a special night. And a tremendous accomplishment as they are Memorial Cup champions. This might be the biggest moment for most of these players here, Cheryl. Wow.
Yeah, young athletes that get it done might be the biggest game of their lives, and it's a deserved honor.
What a moment here on the ice. A childhood dream realized for a group of teammates. But I really feel for that other end of the ice right now, Cheryl.
Well, it's something that everyone gravitates to. You want to watch the ending. You want to watch the emotion of the celebration with the victorious team who wins it all. And then on the other side, your heart kind of tugs and pulls toward the team that's been defeated because you know they wanted it as bad. They just didn't execute.
I'm going to say hands down, this is the best tradition in sports here, Cheryl.
Well, I love it as well. I mean, you're showing respect for your teammates and your opponents after a hard-fought battle. Yes, on one side it's tough, and on the other it's great, but I think it's well done.
Now it's time to drink in the celebration. Cheryl, they're champions.
They're champions, and they get to hoist the trophy, and that is the dream, right, James? It's the moment you think of when you close your eyes before a big game. You want to be the one to hoist it because you're victorious. It's an unbelievable feeling.
Here we go. It's swapping the trophy. Everybody getting their turn to celebrate.
Yeah, and this is the realization of the dream, James, because that's what it is. It's a dream before you get an opportunity to do it. But once you do, that feeling never goes away. Just awesome.
And here they go for the team photo. Cheryl, you've got a few of these group shots. What does it mean to have these moments?
Well, it's so emotional, right, James? It's not scripted. You just get down on the ice. You're feeling you've just won the championship, and the dream has come true. So you can imagine the feeling that's going through everyone's body. Now you're all together, collected on the ice. I say they're having a ton of fun.
again, you look at these lists, these draft lists, these scouting lists, they're subjective, you know, and I still think that he is going to be a great player in the National Hockey League. You know, whether his stock took a little hit here, whatever. You know, it's an off week, a couple of off games. The amount of times that I have seen him play all season long. And you know what, boys and girls? You know I've called a few of his games. I'm telling you, the body of work that I've seen, he's going to be a legit player in this league. A legit player. And for years to come. So you can take a look at the list. And again, I'm just going to say it's subjective. And to me, I look at these draft rankings, and this is total recency bias. I mean, case in point, look at the kid. You know, did he have a somewhat of a flat Memorial Cup performance? Yes. Yeah, I'll give you that. But for his draft stock and his draft ranking to take a hit as a result of that, I don't know. I wouldn't go down that road. Looking at the body of work and how many times I've seen him play over the course of the season, I'll tell you what. If he's going to fall, it's going to be a steal. It's going to be an absolute steal. And I think some teams that ultimately pass on him are ultimately... And how about this possible scenario? The kid going to Edmonton, to oil country with the Oilers. There's an intriguing one. How does that fit in with another youthful infusion with that roster right now? Oh my! That could be a great fit for the kid. We'll see how it all plays out, but I like that one. That's an intriguing one for me. All right, still to come here on the show, we'll get a couple of different perspectives. From what I heard out of the Combine over the weekend, the Vancouver Canucks had an interview with the youngster, and the Canucks were said to be very impressed by the kid's demeanor. So whether or not there's a fit, there could be a potential chemistry between the two sides, especially with the youth movement that Vancouver's been going through over the last few years. This might be a great scenario for a youngster to step in, but we'll wait and see how things ultimately play out. All right, still to come here on the show, we'll be joined by a Hockey Hall of I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a late selection in the draft, and if you want to find kind of a diamond in the rough, I'm going back to this kid. And I would jump all over him. I think his stock obviously took a hit, but he was talked about. He was hyped up for a reason. There are abilities to this kid that if you could land him late, this would be, in my opinion, one of the steals in the draft. Yes, does he have warts? Are there elements that he needs to shape up and clean up? 100%. But I'm telling you, late rounder, you watch out. This could be an absolute steal. Continuing our conversation with Ray Ferraro here on the show, and man, that's got to be a nice moment for the kid getting drafted and hearing his name called.
It's better than that, James. It's the realization, really, of a lifelong dream. I mean, since he's a little kid, he's been dreaming about getting drafted into the NHL.
A nice opportunity for management and their prized possession, the new shiny draft pick, to kind of have a chance to sit down and get an understanding of where each other kind of... Now, the understanding that we've got is that the kid was supposed to be heading down to the rink sometime today to kind of check out the new surroundings. This has got to be like the first day of school, Razor.
Guaranteed he would have gone early to go and take a look at the locker room. You walk in there for the first time, you can't believe your lifelong dreams are about to happen.
And when you're looking around, I'm assuming, is he thinking the nameplate might be up there?
Oh, you're hoping, but, he's going to learn that those trainers don't miss very often. The jersey's ready. Your name has never looked so good as when it's on top of your stall. But what I remember, James, is the excitement, the nervousness, how scared you were. And then you're like, I'm in an NHL room. I can't believe this. It is the very best of feelings that you can have till you step on the ice the first time.
I want to get back to the kid here for a second, and you wanted to know what my dark horse was or who was my late round sleeper. That's it. That's it right there. And look at the team that took him and the time it'll allow for him. Hey, I'm not predicting overnight success. I'm not expecting him to set the world on fire right away. But this is a good pick. It's a really good pick, and I'm telling you right now, this kid will be a player in the NHL, and he will have a long career at that in the NHL. I guarantee it, all right? There's a strong take. I'm putting a guarantee on it with a capital G, people. Disagree? I want to hear from you. We'll hear from you next. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Yes, the entry-level contract, better known technically as the ELC. Yeah, you know me, is signed up, and now it's time to find out if he can live up to the hype. I think fans would love to see him make that jump to the opening night roster. Management would love to see it, and I know the kid has every intention of trying to crack it too. All right, enjoy it. The honeymoon's almost over because it's time to shine, and we'll find out in camp. All right, still to come here on the show, our conversation.